God, don't take my child. Like, don't do it, y'all. And I'm trying not to cry on camera. I'm trying to keep it together because I get emotional. I don't really talk about this like that. He was a fighter. Like, my baby won't let up, period. Like, period. Datrell Lewis Walker Jr. was a fighter. He proved everybody wrong, y'all. Everybody. Like, my baby is strong, y'all. And I get emotional because just the thought, like, of to lose him, that is something that hurts. Like, and it's something I don't think I would ever get over because that was scary, you guys. That wasn't something that I just brushed off and I was good, y'all. I was miserable. I was hurt. I was like, Lord, why did you choose me to go through this? Like, I'm the weakest link when it comes to something like that. Why? But y'all,
if it's between him or you, you're the only one I choose. Real one.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Vibing with T, vibing with who? Vibing with me, vibing with you, vibing with we. Okay, cause like always, I'm a vibe, you're a vibe, we're all vibes. So today my video is gonna be about me being high risk when I was pregnant. If you watch my first video, then you know that I have a 2-year-old son, and we're gonna talk about my pregnancy with him. I'm gonna try to keep it as short as I can, but I just felt like this is something I need to raise awareness about because it's not talked about a lot, and maybe I can help someone else, you know. So let's get into it. Oh, and before we start, if you hear any noise, it's because I'm in front of, like, the window is right there, kind of, because this lighting is kind of good today. I said, let me do my video, and this was on my heart, so I was like, let me do my quick video and talk about this. This is something I want to talk about. So yeah, so if you hear like cars or anything, don't mind that, okay? Don't mind it. And excuse my missing, if you see my whole shirt, it's kind of faded. It was my son, the birthday shirt for my son's first birthday party. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so when I got pregnant, when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, when I went to get my first ultrasound, I was like 9 weeks pregnant, I think, and that's when I found out I was pregnant, and I went and got an ultrasound done. So basically, it didn't start right off the rip. It was like around, I was like 3-4 months pregnant, I was having symptoms, and the symptoms I would have was itching. Like, not the normal itch, like, oh, my arm itch, let me scratch it, I'm good. No, this was like, if you ever been bit by fire ants, red fire ants, then you know those hurt and you know how it feels. And this wasn't something that was like, okay, I'll itch 1 minute and then I'm good. This was like, I'm itching 24/7. And I was like, y'all, my lip gloss, it's like, I don't know, it just be getting in the corner of my lip. But yeah, if I'm doing this, it's because of that. So yeah, I'm doing that. Anyway, so I was like, you know, I was just itching. So I was like, dang, man, like, I would, like, especially if I got hot, I'm scratching like I'm on crack. Do you hear me? Your girl was scratching, digging in her skin. I had cuts. I didn't cut myself, but when I was digging in my skin, I had cuts all over my body, and it was bad, y'all. It was bad. If you know me, then you know this story. Even if you know me, you may not know the story, and some people who, you know, if you don't know me, you don't know the story. So I'm telling y'all the story. So with my son, I was miserable, and I was complaining every day. I didn't want to go to no games. I didn't want to go out to eat. I didn't want to put on no clothes. I didn't want to go to church because I didn't want to have to wear a bra. I wanted to be naked and just scratch. That's all my life involved around. So at this time, I was still living in the state of Alabama, and I was going to this doctor in Mississippi. I told her what was going on, and she was like, oh no, it's normal, you know, which that's true. Itching during pregnancy is normal. It is a symptom. It is something that most women who's pregnant go through. So she was right. Itching is normal. But this ain't normal, sis. This ain't it. This ain't it. So, and if she watching this, girl, I'm mad. I'm mad at you. I ain't even gonna sit here and act like I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we all make mistakes. So, anyways, I told her, she was like, oh, it's normal. It'll go away, you know, soon. Everybody go through it. So, I'm not listening to her, y'all. I'm like, no, sis, you not going through this. I'm miserable. Okay? This can't be normal. She didn't run no test. All you did was talk to me. You ain't even look at my skin. I'm telling you what's going on. So, I was like, bro, I started Googling stuff. Y'all know how we get with Google. We want to Google everything. Don't Google everything now, because sometimes Google do be wrong. But this one time, Google was right. Google did not lie. Google saved my son's life. But we're going to talk about that in a little bit. And so, anywho's, so after that, I moved to Oklahoma. I'm still going through the same thing, but at this point, it's getting worse because, you know, I'm getting further along. My itching is out of control. Sis, people probably think I'm on crack. They probably like, is this girl on crack while she pregnant? She's scratching like she on crack. I wasn't on crack. I promise you I wasn't. I don't do drugs. I don't do nothing. So, I moved to Oklahoma, and my brother, he was playing football at the time, and I didn't want to go to no games or nothing. I didn't want to go outside because I can't. I just want to be in the room and just scratch. Majority of my pregnancy was me scratching my body. And I finally told my dad, he was like, go to the ER, and I was telling my baby father, I was like, hey, I'm like, this is not right. And I would be so hurt. I'm crying because I wanted to stop. And I don't know what's going on. This is my first child. So Google told me what I had. And I listened to Google. I wasn't listening to no doctor. I listened to Google. So Google told me I don't know how to pronounce the I word, but the C word stands for cholestasis. So if you go on Google, so you can Google it, type in ICP during pregnancy, and it's going to pop up. I also have the full name in my description box if you want to know what ICP stands for, but that's a short term. So as long as you put in ICP during pregnancy, it's going to tell you what it is and everything like that, so you can get a little knowledge about it. So, basically, I went to the ER. I listened to my dad and my baby father. I went to the ER. Same thing. They were like, oh, it's normal. I'm telling my mama. I told some of my aunts. I was telling, you know, everybody, my friends. They was like, girl, ain't nothing wrong with you. You over exaggerating. Da da da. Like, no, I'm not. I'm not over. I know, like, I am over exaggerator, y'all. So I'm not mad at them because, yeah, I over exaggerate on everything. But this time I was not. So y'all gonna listen next time. Anywho, so there's a doctor. I used to stay in Elk City, Oklahoma, and so the doctor out there, she was my primary doctor when I moved back, and her name was is there something on my face? Okay. She was like a good doctor. So I went to her and I told her, I was like, Amanda, I'd have been telling people and ain't nobody doing nothing. Like, I'm itching, please. So she was knowledge about it. Like, she had knowledge about it. She already knew. Like, she wasn't for sure, but she knew. And she didn't tell me, you know, yeah, that's what you got. But she was like, she was like, take off your shirt. So I took off my shirt. Y'all, I wish I would have took pictures. Cuts cuts all down my back, on my neck. You would have thought I just came out of rehab, or I need to go to rehab, okay? It was bad, y'all. It looked like I was suicidal, but I wouldn't cut myself. I was digging, y'all. So she was like, I think I know what it is. And I told her what Google said, and she was like, I'm gonna run some blood work. So she wanted to test my liver, my gallbladder, my kidneys. And she did that. So I went back home. Now, after I went home, y'all, I kid you not, I'm not making this up. This is something that's serious. I wouldn't play about nothing like this. I was on Facebook, and I was scrolling. So you know what stillborn birth is? It's when a person has a baby, and they're born at full term, and they're a full-size baby, but they're dead. They're not alive. Like, they're not breathing. They're gone off the face of the earth. They're out of here. Like, you know? So I kept seeing them. I'm like, everybody baby down? Like, why is these babies coming up? Like, it was like a row of girls, and these weren't the same girls. These were different people, and it was coming constantly, back to back. Y'all, I told my dad, I said, Dad, look at my page. He scrolled, and he was like, these dead babies. Like, I'm like, why is this on my page? Is this a sign? My dad was like, hold on. That's how he talked. Hold on, T. See, don't do that. God got you. That's how he talked, y'all. He like, God got you. He got you, okay? So, yeah, so basically, I was like freaking out, and finally Amanda called me, and she couldn't tell me my results over the phone. She did do STD tests because she wanted to check for STDs too. She just did that just to be doing it because, you know, she was checking for everything. I'm talking about everything. She was like, your STD test was good. You don't have nothing, you know, not a thing, not a dime, not a drop, not a penny. You good. But, and she said, Tiarra, you're going to have your baby in Oklahoma City. If you know where Elk City is, that is a 2-hour drive from Elk City. About 2 hours, 2 hour and a half. So I'm like, why I got to go out there and have a baby, and we got all these doctors out here, you know? She was like, well, you're high risk. And she did tell me that part. She was like, you're high risk. I'm sending you to a high risk hospital. I said, oh, man. So I had to schedule an appointment with my new OBGYN. And he was a high risk doctor. His name is Dr. Wesley Vaughn. I love him. He is the best doctor. He has the most patience. He is kind. He is caring. I love him. If you stay in Oklahoma City and you are high risk, go to Dr. Wesley Vaughn. He is a doctor out here. Just Google him. It will tell you his hospital. Mercy Hospital. And he also has a clinic. Go to him. I recommend him. I want him to deliver every baby I have. Like, I love him. So she sent me out to him. So I go meet him, you know. I'm like, hey. He was like, how you doing? Hey, you know. And so he was like, so you know why they sent you out here? You high risk. I was like, yeah, but they didn't tell me the results. They didn't tell me nothing. So he had the results. He was like, okay, so this is basically what we're going to do. He couldn't really give me much because they weren't 100% yet. So, yes, he's a high-risk doctor. He's familiar with ICP because he's a high-risk doctor. He done seen everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows. He done saw it all. But he's like, we're going to bring a specialist. And a specialist that worked with ICP during pregnancy. And she is more knowledgeable. She knows about this. She worked with women who has this. She can tell him how to go about it, all of that. So I'm like, so she's the one that's going to determine. Like, the results came back that my liver and everything, it failed the test. It failed it. So that's why they sent me to him. Now it's just trying to figure out, is it ICP or is it something else? Because, you know, it can be something else. She comes out and he's like, she's going to do an ultrasound. She's going to check your liver, your gallbladder, all of that. She's not looking at the baby. She's looking at the actual what's going on the inside. So she comes and she's like, hey, you know, she explains to me. She gave me a rundown before she ran in the test. She was making sure I knew what it was. But I had did so much research. You would have thought I went to school to be a doctor. I'm talking about I knew what ICP was. I knew how it worked. I knew what would happen. I knew because I researched it. That goes to show. Just because somebody have a degree don't mean they know everything. Don't get me wrong. Google can be wrong. Google has been wrong. But this time it wasn't. So, basically, we ran. She looks inside and she's like, yeah, you have ICP. My heart dropped because I knew it, but I didn't want to. I knew it, but I was hoping it wasn't true. And I'm going to explain to you what ICP is. ICP is when it does not harm the mother. The mother is good the whole pregnancy. The only thing is you itch. Like I said, you are miserable, you itch, but it's not going to cause you to die, you know? Your baby is healthy, okay? Your baby is kicking, it's getting all this nutrition, it's growing. It's like any other baby who will grow. That mother is not high risk. But the day your baby is born stillborn. Mind you, I kept seeing them dead babies on my Facebook, and they were stillborn. Not babies not people miscarrying, but they were born at full term and was stillborn when they came out. So, ICP isn't something that can be cured. They don't know what causes it. It's not something that can really be told this is the age you got it. You can be born with it. Something could have gave it to you. It's not a sexually transmitted disease, so don't think that. It is just something that you don't know you have until you get pregnant. You won't never know you have it until you have a baby. And it's majority of women, and if you Google it, you will see it. I was blessed. God was over me, because a majority of women who have it don't know they have it until that first baby they have dies. Once that baby dies, that's when doctors are like, oh, let's take some tests. And they find out. But I mean, it's too late now. But once they find out, they're able to, when they get pregnant again, they know they have it now. So the next kid, have a chance of faking it. Thank God that I have a big head. That's why my head is so big, and I don't listen. I don't care what degree you got. You ain't finna tell me nothing, okay? I'm doing my own research, and that's with anything. I don't care. You can be the president of the United States. I ain't listening to what you say until I read it for myself, okay? And if you ain't showing me no test to back up what you saying, then what is you saying? You can't tell me nothing. But so after that, so basically, yeah, that's what cholestasis is. So I was lucky because I found out before I lost a child, because I could have lost him and then found out about it. So it just, whenever you cannot go full term with a baby and you have cholestasis, they have to take your baby at 36 weeks. The longest they can let you go is 25 weeks to 36. And going to 36 weeks is pushing it. So my doctor was like, we're gonna admit you. So I'm like, why are y'all admitting me? Like, what's going on? Tell me something. And he's like, we're gonna admit you because I may have to deliver your baby today. What baby? Y'all, if y'all was in that room, I said, what baby? What baby? You know how they be like, what effing baby? No, I'm just playing. But he was like, we're gonna have to deliver him today. And that was just him giving me the words. A miracle can happen, and a miracle did happen. So my son's dad, he works out of town. He's in an oil rig at the time. And I called him, so he has to leave work. He's like, I gotta go. He came to the hospital. My dad was crying. And the doctor was like, I have to make sure you don't have preeclampsia, because cholestasis can cause preeclampsia, and that can harm the mother. And I rather, at that moment, I wanted my baby to live more than I wanted myself. And my dad, he was like, T, he was happy about his grandchild. And he was like, but I can't lose my baby. And he was talking about me. He was like, I can't lose you. So if they got to deliver the baby, we're going to have to let them deliver it. And y'all, I was broken. I was like, yeah, but you got your baby. I want mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, don't take my child. Like, don't do it, y'all. And I'm trying not to cry on camera. I'm trying to keep it together because I get emotional. I don't really talk about this like that. So I am like, I'm emotional. The doctor was like, I'm gonna step out, let y'all have a minute. So they admit me. My baby father finally made it. He had to leave work, and we were like really, we knew the worst was gonna happen. And the doctor, he told me, he was straight up, when we deliver him, he gonna have to go on a machine. You will not have to be able to take your baby home. We don't know if he gonna make it. We gonna try to save him. We gonna have faith, but we don't know. Yeah, I wanted to die. I was like, God, I can't have my baby. Take me too, y'all, because I'm telling you that for anybody who has lost a child, I've never felt that pain, and I hope I don't have to feel it. Y'all are strong, because I don't think I'm built for it. My mind, y'all, I couldn't do it. I tell people every day, you are strong if you went through something like that, and I salute you. So basically after that, we were in the hospital. They gave me 2 steroid shots, 2 of them. And they were like, this is just in case we have to deliver him now. So they ran a preeclampsia test. Y'all, God was with me because I passed. I didn't have preeclampsia. There was no protein in my pee. He said, so he sent the nurse in. She was like, we got good news. You going home today. I was like, are you serious? You playing? And I was in the hospital for 2 days at this point. They were like, no, we're sending you home. Your test came back good. You're going home. But they had some bad news too. Bad news was, since I had cholestasis, because that's what it was, ICP during pregnancy, since I had that, they would have to have me come to the doctor once a week. Mind you, I was either 6 or 7 or 8 months at this time. I probably was 6 or 7. Yeah, I might have been 5. Who knows? But they were going to have me come once a week, because now they have to keep an eye on me, because anything can happen at any moment. They may have to deliver the baby at any time. And I'm just praying. So I'm like, Lord, please let me make it through. And he was like, we're going to try to push the 36 weeks, but I'm not going to make no promises. I was like, okay. Now, mind you, I stayed 2 hours away, and we had to drive out there every week. I could not miss a week, y'all. They had to draw blood every week to see and make sure that I was okay. So every week I would go. Test was good. I was like, yes, y'all, yes. Like, thank you, God. Finally, close to my 36 weeks, he was like, this is your last time coming. We're delivering your baby next week. So he prepared me that, okay, with cholestasis, you can't go full term. They have to deliver, like I said, 25 weeks to 36, and even 36 is pushing. But it's hope that your baby's going to make it. So you have hope than you do. Because if you go all full term, they know that baby's not going to make it. That baby's going to come out and be already gone. So he was like, your baby may have to be on a machine. But usually if you're that far along, your baby good. You know your baby getting out the hospital. So I was like, okay. So I went in. He supposed to induce me. He didn't induce me because my water ended up breaking. I don't know if it was stress or what made my water break, but it broke. It didn't break before I went to the hospital. I got admitted. I was in there for a day. He came in there to admit it that night. To induce me that night. And he was like, your water broke on its own. So I'm in labor. It's time to push. So we already know he's going to come out. He's going to be in, go on a machine. The doctor didn't even think he was going to really weigh much, because my last visit with the ultrasound, he didn't, he woke good, but he wasn't big yet. Y'all, a miracle happened, y'all. I had my baby, y'all. The doctor said, get the machine ready. The nurses was getting the machines ready and everything to put him on there. But first they needed to weigh him and stuff like that. He was crying, so that was good. He was breathing, My baby was 6 pounds, y'all. He was a fighter. Like, my baby wasn't letting up, period. Like, period. Datrell Lewis Walker Jr. was a fighter. He proved everybody wrong, y'all. Everybody. Like, my baby is strong, y'all. And I get emotional, because just the thought, like, of to lose him, that is something that hurts. Like, and it's something I don't think I would ever get over, because that was scary, you guys. that wasn't something that I just brushed off and I was good. Y'all, I was miserable. I was hurt. I was like, Lord, why did you choose me to go through this? Like, I'm the weakest link when it comes to something like that. Why? But y'all, he did good, y'all. He was good. Only thing he had when he was born was jaundice. And we stayed in for like 3 days, and then he got to leave, and he's good. So yeah, but this just goes to show that don't never think it can't be you, because it can be you. I didn't think I was gonna have to go through something like that. It's only 1% of pregnant people get it. Why did I have to be that 1%? And also, if you feel like something is wrong with you, remember this. I don't care what degree nobody got, certificate, you know your body. You know you. If you know something is wrong, you fight. Because if I would have listened to that one doctor or that second doctor or that third doctor, and I didn't go see Amanda and keep going to different doctors to find out what was wrong, my baby would have been gone, y'all. I would have had him in December, and he would have been out of here. He would have been gone. But I didn't believe nobody. I just knew something was wrong. Even my friends and family, I didn't listen to them. You know, I was like, no, I know me. I know something. Even though I haven't been pregnant before, I feel it in my soul, in my spirit. Something is not right. And so, you know, my baby, he's good. And I mean, with cholestasis, it's something I'm going to always have. It's not nothing that's going to go away. So whenever I'm pregnant, I'm high risk. And I always know, you know, yeah, we can save the baby, but you know, it may be one day and something bad may happen. I pray to God not. Like, let all my kids make it. But it's something I have, and he's good. It doesn't affect them. Once, if they, you know, survive it, they good. It's not nothing that he's got in his blood or nothing that's gonna carry with him. He's good. You know, I'm, you know, good. Right now, okay, so they don't have a time frame for when the cholestasis goes away as far as the itching. They had me on medication. I was on 2 different medications, and if you Google cholestasis, ICP during pregnancy, you will see medicine they'll have you on, and it helped with the itching and make me, you know, calm down with itching and things like that. And certain food and drinks made it worse because your body isn't releasing its bile acids, and so the acid, like whenever this is TMI, but whenever I poop, it will be gray. You know, it was gray. And so that means the acid that your body is supposed to release wasn't coming out. And so it was trying to push through my pores, which caused itching all day. You know, because, and then especially if I drank like Sprite or something, or ate candy or something with sugar, it made it worse because, you know, it triggered it. But like, if the doctors who I saw before would have ran tests when I first was complaining, I could have had surgery, you know, because if you're not so far along yet, you can have surgery, and they could have tried to go in and keep it from getting to my bloodstream. But because I went so long with it just there, it went over into my bloodstream, and now I officially have it, and it's gonna be something I'm gonna always go through. Some people, it can go away after a year having your baby, or a few weeks. Mine didn't go away till a year and a half after I had him. So a year and a half after delivering, I was still itching because it wasn't gone yet. Now I'm good. I don't have to take the medicine until I get pregnant again, and then of course I'll be back on the medicine and going through it again. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because, just, you know, if you feel like something in your gut is telling you something wrong, then believe your gut. Don't let nobody talk down on you. Don't let nobody make you feel like you crazy, you delusional, because you're not. You're not. And bile acid, if it's caught in time, you know, they can stop it right then. But once it's spilled over into the bloodstream, it's there. And it spilled over in my bloodstream. And, you know, I was on medication during my pregnancy. I had him in November 17th. He was due December the 13th, I think. But I had to have him early. So that's going to be the same with all my kids, future kids. And I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, just Google it, do some research. This is just something that was on my heart today that I wanted to talk about with you guys, and maybe, you know, I can help somebody. Even though a lot of people don't go through it, I can help somebody with this situation who may end up running into it, or, you know, somebody who's going through something else. So I think I covered everything, you guys. I think that's pretty much it. I'm proud of myself because I I didn't cry like I thought I was, y'all, because I had recorded this before and I was crying, so I was like, oh, let me record again and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Thank you if you watched all the way through. Make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and make sure you subscribe. Oh, and also share my page with your friends and stuff like that. I will be doing more videos, and some people suggested some videos, so I'm definitely gonna do those. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and remember, we're gonna keep it cute, okay? Keep it cute, sis.
Jacuzzi, the water feel good on her toes. Live a little, small a little, sip a little, drip a little. You're a rat, just like store a little. I said, I don't think on a can trust you no more. I said, live a little, drip a little. Need green jet like chlorophyll. Ice on my neck, check the windshield. Going very fast, got flies on the windshield, yeah. And it's only gelato when I inhale. No pill, but the boys know it's been a drill. All these hoes want the same thing like a synonym, damn. And it's chain, rings, queen, Celine, she mean, she want it.